I know everybody asks you to do it, but because it's the YouTube gods, they want you to do it. So I'm asking you to do it. What's up? My name is Jen. I'm here again with a fun-filled vlog episode where we are going on a trip to Charlotte, North Carolina. If you don't already know me, my name is Jen Carmiel. I'm a painter, designer, and content creator. I write a blog and film some vlogs that give you a little encouragement to get through life. And if you want to live more creatively in your own life, you're definitely in the right place. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like this video, and without further ado, we'll get started.
Write that down.
So after arriving in Charlotte, we parked the car and walked out to the art museum. Now, we did not plan nor anticipate this, but we accidentally planned our visit near the St. Patrick's Day weekend. We were pleasantly surprised with an entire block full of artisan tents, performers, and a whole parade that was about to start. We decided to spend a little bit of time visiting the festival before going into the museum. First, we got some coffee from a coffee truck, and then we spent our time visiting all these cute little artsy tents. So what is the verdict?
This is the best coffee I've ever had.
Now, if you know me, you know that anytime I travel, I bring my watercolor set with me, just in case the mood strikes. And it did indeed strike. The only issue is that even though I brought my watercolors, I forgot to bring a water bottle or something to hydrate the watercolor set. Luckily, my lover was kind enough to sacrifice a lone ice cube from his iced coffee. The ice slowly melted, and I used it to hydrate my watercolors. I was actually pretty surprised. Anyway, here's my little painting. Next up was the art museum. We visited the Bechtler Museum of Modern Art. There were several floors to the museum. The first 2 floors we visited were not quite my taste. Though, side note, I do have an entire museum visiting method that I swear by and stick to, but I'll save those thoughts for a different video. Either way, let's look at these paintings.
You're arting it up.
I'm arting it up.
Are you arting it up?
I am arting.
Are you arting up?
My taste is to be bold. So I am a figure painter. Naturally, my main interest is figure painting. A lot of the pieces we saw in this museum, however, were landscape-based and atmospheric. Much of the collection was dedicated to many gorgeous pieces by Hildor Johnson. The pieces by this artist are huge, stained textiles which were woven together to create a painting. These pieces represent a question mark between what is representation and what is abstraction. Do you see a landscape, skies, and grass, or do you just see colors? It's a very interesting body of work. Now let's take a look at one of my favorite paintings from the exhibit. The piece absolutely took my heart away, and it was Herman Sig's Sheep, painted in 1962. I am just so in love with all the energy these brush strokes bring to the canvas. I love the monochromatic color palette, meaning the use of only one color. The neutral color gives it a little bit of a sad or desolate mood, yet the simplicity of the piece is somehow lively. The year this was painted, 1962, would have been during the postmodern era of art. This was a period of distrust within the intellectual and artistic community, a time of questioning. Just for kicks and giggles, I looked up what was the most famous painting that was made in the same year, 1962, and it was Andy Warhol's soup cans. Interesting. Anyway, next thing we do is obviously we go to the gift shop. I got a really cute moleskin sketchbook over there, and oh my gosh, I'm low-key afraid to draw in it because the pages are just so pretty. Either way, let's go over some closing notes where I will address whether or not you should visit this show and the primary target audience I believe this show is for. Welcome to the end. Hold on, yeah, there we go, that works better. This is editing Jen here. I was gonna do a voiceover and then I'm like, you know what? I have no more B-roll. So I'm gonna talk the end of the video. Anyway, thank you for coming along on this cute little journey to Charlotte, North Carolina. Overall museum thoughts. I would not particularly recommend this show for people who love figure paintings like me. Not that I didn't enjoy it, but there was one figure painting in the entire thing. I would recommend this show for anyone who loves watercolors and anyone who loves large abstract color field paintings. So if you love either of those two things, I think that this would be a great museum for you to visit, or this show at least, because you know they cycle through shows. Also, if you love sculpture works, there are some pretty cool sculpture works there too. I think that this would be a great show for you to visit as well. Something that I found very interesting is anytime I go to museums, I visit through the lens of a figure painter. So there was only one figure painting on show there that I was able to discern. There were a couple drawings that had some figures in them, but I wouldn't classify them as figure paintings just because the focus wasn't on the figure. For me, it read more as a landscape. But either way, it was an absolutely gorgeous museum itself. I really loved the way that it was set up. I loved the multiple floors aspect to it. It was a little bit small though, compared to the Columbia Museum of Art. It had less work to go through. It really does make me want to go back to the Columbia Museum of Art and spend a little bit more time there looking around at all the things that they have to offer there. Either way, if you enjoyed this video in any way, I would definitely ask you to hit the subscribe button and like this video. I know everybody asked you to do it, but because it's the YouTube gods, they want you to do it. So I'm asking you to do it. I do upload videos every Friday, so if you are interested in living more creatively or just peering through the window of what it is to live creatively, you know, you can hop on this channel and it'll be a fun time. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments and I will be typing away. You can find me on Instagram at Jen Carmiel. There I post daily about my life and related art musings. So if you are interested in that at all, definitely take a meander on over. Sometimes I think I just make up words, I don't know. But either way, I definitely appreciate you getting this far. I know that there are so many things that you can do with your time, and so to like sit down here and be like, I'm gonna go to a little art channel, I'm like, that's so cool. I love it. Thank you. Anyway, I just want you to know that you spending any amount of time on here at all is truly a gift. I really do consider it a gift. And for that, this humble artist says thank you. Till next time.